What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with another live Aha performance. And in fact, we're going to listen to what I understand to be the actual closing tune of the Homecoming or Live at Valhall performance in 2001, which incidentally is included on the bonus CD. And once again, thank you to Sophia. I've been going through the Live at Valhall DVD audio. But yes, it's interesting to me that the actual closing tune was not included on the normal release and was only part of the bonus CD. But yes, it's Angel as it's listed here, though I'm assuming that means Angel in the Snow, Memorial Beach. But yes, it's a beautiful tune. It's an elegant tune. Also, it has a simpler sound than perhaps some of their other tracks. I enjoy the imagery and the phrasing about following. It has a very warm and rich feel, which is interesting because you talk about snow, and of course the environment and feeling of wintry weather comes to mind. But yes, I think the tune has a warm quality to it, so I suppose that could be indicative of the emotional sentiment cutting through an environment that in a more literal or physical sense is slow. In any case, I'll stop talking. Let's listen to it. This is a live performance of Angel, or Angel in the Snow, I would assume, from the Live at Valhall performance in Oslo in 2001, included on the bonus disc for the Homecoming DVD audio. There's a genuine squeal. It's a squeal.
Angel, angel or so, wherever you may go, I'll follow. And
Thanks, everyone.
Talk for us.
Ha en god kväll! I'll need some translations on those, or at least that last phrase. So yeah, again, it's not the most dynamic or sonically dense Aha tune, but I think it comes across not only as very much the type of song that emotionally gives a lot of resonance. It does strike me, again, knowing that it's a Paul song and having a better sense for the way he writes over the long arc of the Aha journey and going through Savoy, it feels very much par for the course for his type of songwriting. But I will say the simplicity is what this tune needs. It's exactly the type of soft and elegant atmosphere it needs to be to convey the feeling of the tune. I think that big vocal flourish from Morton, it really struck me, and again, knowing that his live performances over time not only have featured tremendous vocalizations that in some cases go beyond the album version of the track, and in other cases replicate the incredible studio recordings of their tracks. I just continue to be amazed, even as I've heard him do different types of performances, as time has gone on, and of course, as songs of their catalog have been performed differently in different eras and so on. But yeah, that vocal flourish really caught me. I will say also the ambience of the tune seems a very good choice to finish a concert with. It leaves people feeling, warm and fuzzy, and the idea of following wherever someone goes. It has a meta meaning in terms of fans who, many of whom by that point would have been following them for quite a while already, and presumably many of them still following them to the present day. There's a deeper meaning, or a adjacent meaning to some of the lines that I think is a really sweet dialogue between band and crowd or audience. So yeah, it's a really good choice to finish the concert with, and again, a bit odd that they didn't put it on the end of the proper first record or CD when it comes to this release. In any case, ultimately, I do feel like you can hear the excitement of the audience, not only the squealing shouts at the beginning, but the appreciation they convey at the end. So ultimately, a very cool live performance of a tune that perhaps is not one of their major hits in their larger catalog. And again, I get that in the 90s, the music scene and maybe even some of their fans were adjusting to a sound different than what they had known on their first few albums. I think it makes perfect sense to me that nearly a decade after this was released, they used it as a very strong closing to the performance. So, in any case, I'm looking forward to more. I hope people are still enjoying these weekly Aha tandems. I certainly am. We will come back for, as I said in the previous reaction, the next alternative version or mix from the Lifelines Deluxe. We'll keep going through some live stuff, and I believe there's a Frogner Parkin performance that will be on that menu, and maybe even some bootlegs after that. So yes, the Aha journey continues. Thank you to the Aha family who are still here. Let me know what you think of this, and I will see you next time. Peace.